all the years that you have done my hair, and I never saw that move one time.
It gives you that nice, with that cheekbone.
You gotta be kidding me.
I always like to do a pass to heat up the hair completely. That's just a habit of mine.
We're all gonna copy you. Do you mind that you're spilling all the tea? All your secrets.
You know, working with Katy, she always keeps me on my toes. She's very creative on her hairstyles, as you guys probably have seen. We worked on American Idol for 7 years. It is when you're doing live TV and you have 30 seconds to either change it, fix it, and I always say sometimes the best hair happens when I have 30 seconds.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have a special guest. Rick Henry is here, celebrity hairstylist.
Hi guys.
He has been doing my hair for many
like
years.
8 or 9 years now.
A casual 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
You guys always have questions about my hair, and while I feel like I'm well versed with product and makeup and everything, I feel like you are the expert when it comes to styling, hair color, extensions. You do it all. He has worked with so many celebrities. I'm just so honored to have you here.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Finally, after all these years, I get to sit in your chair.
I know, right? Oh
I was
my
so
gosh.
excited. You've been sitting in my chair for years.
Yes.
And now I'm here with you.
This
I
is
love
true.
it.
So Rick has made a few cameos in videos that have been on my channel throughout the years, like pretty much any major moment I've had in my life.
Yeah.
Or even my family's life. Like Rick did Erica's hair for her wedding.
I
don't know if I ever shared that or not, but like you literally are like family to us.
Oh, I love you guys.
And we love you,
Yeah.
and you do amazing work. So all of these magical moments throughout my career, for photo shoots, for big events, launch parties, Rick has been responsible for what a lot of you guys call the Tati wave. And we're gonna get into that. But I'm gonna expose myself. I have never done this on my channel before. I'm sure you guys have guessed, and I have never like made a big thing of it, but I do have tape-in extensions.
Yeah. And you know, especially for you, we do it for the volume.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look at this. You would never know you have extensions in there. It's so flawless and seamless.
Yes.
And yes, we've been doing it for years.
Yes.
But, you know, now it's time to, share some of our secrets.
I assure you, I still have very long hair, and you're always saying that my hair is like in pretty good shape.
Great shape.
Yeah.
Great shape. And there's keys of having extensions. It all matters, for one, how you take care of your hair, how they're put in, how they're removed. I take special care with Tati's hair to make sure I'm not damaging her hair. And she's also very good with her hair. So
Thank you.
I think when I very first started, maybe 9 years ago, that we did have a little bit of a grow out period of previous color.
Yes.
And these extensions have really got her hair to where it is now. It's full, healthy, it's thick.
I feel like part of my identity is in like the big wavy hair, and you do such a perfect job with it. But I know that my audience, they have a lot of extension questions. So let's dive into a little Q&A.
Yeah.
Do I wear hair extensions? Yes. And which ones am I using?
We are using the Glam Seamless, which are right now are my personal favorites because they have amazing colors, but the hair itself has a really good density to it. And also the bonds on the extensions, they're called Glam Seamless. They truly are seamless. They have hair to the top of the tape. So you can't see the tape at all.
If you put your hair up, it's really concealed. I really love them.
You get what you pay for. They're a little on the expensive side, but the quality is insane.
Mm-hmm. You can have your stylist re-glue and reuse hair.
Yes. So these tape extensions can be used probably, I wouldn't say more than 3 times because the bonds, it's just really nice to have fresh hair, but you get about 6 weeks before every move up, and you could use them up again, for sure.
Yeah. Are tape-ins better than, I guess, the individuals for hair extensions?
The difference between tape-in and individual it's really a preference, and a lot of times it depends upon your hair type. The good thing about extensions is that it can be modified and customized for every single person. I do, like you, particularly care for the tape-ins.
Yes.
I think it adds a lot of amazing volume quickly.
It takes a really long time to do the individuals.
It is. For like your extensions, it takes us 45 minutes to an hour to install an entire head. Mm-hmm. For an individual, like full head is usually about 3 hours. Maybe more, maybe 4,
okay,
depending on.
Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit.
With me, that's the time. I know people who do take 8 hours.
Yeah.
When I started my career, it really depends upon your hair type.
Oh, what would you recommend? I know what you're going to say. Dyson or Shark tool for curling hair? Oh, no, I don't know what you're going to say.
Well, the Dyson Airwrap is the original of the technology with the wrapping of the hair and everything, which I'm a Dyson fan. I love Dyson. But I would say Shark is in a close second.
Oh, okay.
It's really hard to say.
It's not a pass.
It's not a pass. It's not a pass. I've recently had one. I was actually in New Zealand on a job. I brought my American tools, and usually they'll have some kind of converter for me at the hotels or whatnot. This time they did not. So I was really flustered. So I went out and I found a shark, the whole setup, and it was amazing.
Clarifying hair. What's the best way to go? What products to detox the hair?
There's many great clarifying shampoos out there. It just depends upon, do you have oily hair? Do you use a lot of product? There's so many different variables. There's a brand by Unite. It's called the Weekender. Amazing. It's very clarifying. And Katy also just came out with a brand new clarifying shampoo. Katy's amazing.
Yeah.
They have a great clarifying shampoo as well. And it might not be as strong as the Unite. Both very clarifying.
Do you want to be mad? I'll be right
Show me.
back. Oh, he's going to scream.
What is it?
It's not even so much what it is. I have an addiction to clarifying shampoos that I need to break because I have it in my head that it makes my hair more shiny, but then it becomes brittle and dry. And I know you're like, what are you doing, Tati? This is Kristen S's clarifying shampoo.
It sounds amazing.
But it strips the hair quite a bit, so I gotta calm down on it. But this one is like, you can buy it at Target. You get a lot for your money. It really, if you're using a lot of waxy products, like it will remove it. But then in my head, I was like, well, I should use this every time.
No.
Yeah, you're like, no way, what are you doing?
Don't use a clarifying every time, only because it's gonna over cleanse your hair. You're stripping out all the essential oils that keep your hair healthy. And like you said, it could make your hair feel brittle. Depending on how many times a week you wash your hair, if you only wash your hair twice a week, do it every other week.
Okay, well, how many times are we supposed to wash our hair?
Like someone like you with this long, gorgeous hair, you could probably wash your hair every 2 to 3 days. How long do you go normally?
3.
Yeah, that's good.
1 is good. My day 1 is awesome. Day 2, we retouch. We use a little dry shampoo. Day 3 is usually an updo.
It really is how oily you feel like your hair gets. Like I'm a guy, I wash my hair twice a day. Just because I take showers all day long. After like 3 times a day maybe.
Oh my gosh. Okay, best tools. Let's talk about tools. You're the one that changed the game for me with the curling iron that you use all the time.
Some of my favorites, curling irons, the Ionic. This is the long barrel curling iron. These are my 2 favorite sizes, 1 1/4 and the 1 1/2. They are great for every day, especially when you have a lot of hair like this. It could be used, as an iron, as a wand, but I have them everywhere. My kits,
You
the
really
salon,
do.
I have them everywhere.
And now I'm
I
obsessed
love them.
also. And let's cut to a clip of the exact way that we should be curling our hair that I didn't know until today because I was finally able to look in the monitor and pay attention. Rick has a few secrets on widening out the curl and getting this kind of a look, this kind of a bend in the hair. So let's jump to that.
A lot of people like to have a little bit openness by their cheekbones. So on these upper sections, what I'll do is I will curl down for that little lift.
So not vertical, so
Not
much
vertical,
down.
but I'm gonna switch to vertical. As soon as I get this heated, I'm now going to unwind and go vertical.
Oh,
and
that is
twist.
a move.
Let's see how that opened that up right there.
All the years that you have done my hair and I never saw that move one time.
It gives you that nice, with that cheekbone.
Gotta be kidding me.
I always like to do a pass to heat up the hair completely. That's just a habit of mine.
We're all gonna copy you. Do you mind that you're spilling all
the tea.
all your secrets?
So down, let that heat for a second, and then I'm gonna unwind and turn and then take it vertical.
This is the secret.
And then the straight end. But it gives that little bit of a volume there.
I kid you not, I struggle so hard doing my hair, trying to mimic Rick. He has a way to make the hair look wide and volumized, and I always try to not look like little prom sausage curls. I think that's the move that I never noticed. Oh my gosh, my life has changed right now.
I always like to leave the front pieces out to the end because I want to see how they lay. Sometimes we like it just to go like that. See how pretty that looks already?
Yeah.
And that's not even putting a curl into it. The direction of your curling iron will always depend on the type of curl you're gonna get. The vertical is gonna give that beachier wave. A horizontal is gonna give it more of a bouncier blowout, could be more of a glam wave. But sometimes I like to mix a little both. Usually around the face, I'll go back. And then usually behind the ear is when I'll start to alternate. When you do the alternating sections, it helps the hair not to go back into one curl. Because, a lot of times if you do everything the same, it becomes one sausage.
Ooh, this happens. God bless dry bar, but sometimes you leave and you have one sausage curl that does not want to come undone.
Now that we have it all curled, what I like to do now is go back through with a little volumizing powder. Today we're going to use the Kérastase volumizing powder. Now the hair is completely cooled, and that's the super important key. So now I'm going to go through and just take a light sections, and I'm just going to spray the root.
Whew.
And I'm going to let it sit for a second and let the powder do its thing. You can kind of already see the power of the volumizing spray.
I love it. This is my favorite part.
So this is a favorite thing I like to do in creating that amazing volume is a little bit of the spray. And then you just take a comb and you do a little under tease all the way down. And it just kind of opens it up.
Gorgeous. While we have Rick here, of course, we're going to spill a little tea. I want to know about your life in Hollywood. As a celebrity hairstylist, you have probably seen some incredible moments, some dramatic moments. And just to recap, you guys, go follow Rick Henry LA on IG if you want to see just like celebrity after celebrity after celebrity after celebrity. Like your life is wild. It's just so cool. And he does great hair. So if you want to go check his IG out, do it. But of course, I want to ask.
Yes.
Like, what's a dramatic moment that happened when you were styling hair?
I don't know if there's like a crazy thing that's happened where I'm like, oh my God, that was the worst experience of my life. It's more so like, let's say we worked on American Idol for 7 years. I was there with Katy. It is when you're doing live TV and you have 30 seconds to either change it, fix it, do whatever you can. And that adrenaline and that stress. And I always say sometimes the best hair happens when I have 30 seconds. Because I don't have time to think about it. I don't have time to work it out. And how is this going to happen? How's that going to happen? I don't have time. It just boom, boom, boom.
Like a NASCAR, like, one of the...
It is NASCAR. Oh my God. It's so crazy. We were at this event in Barcelona. I was with Katy. And actually, if you go online right now, the video is going viral for some reason, where I'm looking up at her and I see there's an extension dangling down her back. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's standing up at this place and there's thousands of people everywhere. So I just sneak up behind her and I snatch it and I pull it out.
So wait, is your hand in the...
Yes, you just see me like this, pull it out.
You see Rick's hand.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
So, it's just those funny, fun moments that happen sometimes.
I love it.
Who knew that I'd be traveling the world doing hair? I've been so lucky. Everywhere from Egypt to Japan
You are all over the place. Like this is a man on the go. What is a more recent hairstyle or event that you've created that you're really proud of?
Sometimes beautiful hair doesn't have to be overdone. Katy just recently went to an event called Baby to Baby in Los Angeles, and it was a beautiful, just like a glam blowout. And I have never seen the response to such simple, beautiful glam. And it just sometimes doesn't have to be this sculpted, crazy ordeal to be called good hair.
Does this mean that the trend is moving maybe a little more into simplicity?
No, I don't think it's necessarily that.
No, you're like, it's anything you want.
It's anything
kind of
you
like
want. It depends on what you're wearing, and it
Yeah.
depends upon like the event and the vibe. And it could go from old Hollywood to like rock. Working with Katy, she always keeps me on my toes. She's very creative on her hairstyles, as you guys probably have seen. Also recently, I've been working a lot with Rita Ora, who is a sweetheart. I love her to death. And we've been shooting The Masked Singer. She loves wigs, and I love styling the wigs. And the fun thing about it is every day she could be dark, she could be blonde, she looks like a Barbie. All the different people that I get to work with, it really is every day is a new creative adventure, which is so fun.
I love how passionate you are about your work though.
I am. I love what I do. I'm very lucky.
You are the most non-Hollywood person in the best way.
Oh.
Like so down to earth, and thank you for filming with me. Why does my hair always look so dry?
People who have long hair, who have long curly hair, it tends to naturally be dry. Sometimes if you're coloring your hair, if you're doing highlights. Sometimes also when you're using a protein-rich shampoo, your hair tends to feel dry and brittle.
Oh.
So yes.
What?
So sometimes when you might think it's helping you out, but over protein the hair can make it feel dry and brittle. So if that's the case, take a step back on that. Maybe use something a little bit more moisturizing and have a little bit more like that can condition your hair rather than the strength of your hair. So switch off. Like I love like the Kérastase conditioners and that's a really nice softening.
That's interesting because I always feel like if I stay too long on one shampoo and then I try something new, I'm like, this new shampoo is amazing. And it's not always the new shampoo. It's that you kind of switched up the ingredients. Your hair is getting something different.
Exactly. Yeah, you could be lacking one thing that other shampoo adds. And it's really good to, I say it's good to mix it up sometimes for sure.
Nice. Okay. Tips for thin hair.
A volumizing shampoo is always great. A tip also when you're putting conditioner in your hair, never put conditioner on your roots. That's gonna make your hair fall flat and feel thin. I always say, grab your, like from the ear down, putting your conditioner through that. Volumizing products, one of my favorite brands, again, Unite. They have a great volumizing spray, which is called BOOSTA. Very lightweight, yet does the trick.
So for volumizing products, like top 3 quick, rapid fire.
Volumizing products, I do like the Unite, the BOOSTA spray. After your styling and curling, the Living Proof Dry Volume Texturizing Spray. This Kérastase is amazing. That's what gave us this.
Yes. How do you keep waves and curls on the second day? Is there anything to hold this? Like, should I be doing something?
I'm gonna go back to this real quick. These irons, the curl lasts. That's another reason why I love them so much. On day 2, it might not have as much volume as this, but it's still gonna look good.
When I'm using that iron and I'm using your techniques, I can get a little bit lazy with it and just like barely brush the hair and it still looks fine.
Yeah. So maybe at night, a lot of times I have clients that'll say they wrap their hair in a bun and let it down and it still has all the movement and everything. But
I have another thing to show you.
Oh, show me.
Because you just reminded me.
Oh my God. I have never seen one in person. Isn't that the craziest thing?
I can't figure out how to do it. Like I literally was so
Wait.
frustrated the other night. I was like, I can't wrap my hair. Why is this not working?
Hold on. So it only comes in one piece like this?
Yeah.
I thought this was like a multi thing.
No, you
Like how does it go?
You put it on and then you wrap the hair around and around. And then you take the satin part and you like wrap it around. What?
I'm so confused,
what is this
people.
thing? I don't know. I have an addiction to shopping on.
Wait, question is again, have you tried it? And if you did, we all want to see.
Yeah.
Please.
Send pictures. Please tag us. Conditioner recommendation for someone with thick wavy hair that tends to have strands that separate because they clump up.
Oh, okay. One of my absolute favorite conditioners are, and actually a hairline for someone with thick hair is the Oribe, the Gold Lust. So nice.
Worth the price.
It's worth the price.
Expensive.
It's so expensive, but it's your hair. You wear it every day. It's your number one accessory. Spend money on your hair. It's not something that's going to go away. You spend more money on a pair of shoes, I swear. But Gold Lust, the shampoo and conditioner, is so amazing for thick, dry hair. It's actually really good for people with extensions because it keeps the extensions really nice and soft.
I'm write a note right now.
Gold Lust.
Gold Lust.
Oribe.
Best products to tame frizzy hair on curly hair, and also what would be good for moisture and shine.
Oh, well, I have a product that would be an all-in-one for all of that.
Okay.
It's the Kenra glossing drops. It is so good, and it just a little bit goes a long ways. 2 or 3 drops in your hands, run it through those ends, kind of just go like this, and it is going to give that shine and that smoothness and that anti-frizz vibe that you want without making it feel oily. That's so important because sometimes you get those really super oily and then your ends are greasy and then that blowout is ruined.
Yes, for sure. All right, affordable options. We need some drugstore recommendations. If you didn't have any of your hair care products, like let's say you lost your bag and it was only CVS that you could go to, like what would you pick up?
I mean, L'Oreal has such a great reputation. They also do make all the big lines as well.
You can get this.
Oh yeah.
At the drugstore.
My favorite hairspray, you're gonna find this everywhere I go. I have bottles everywhere. I have them in my car. I have them in my kit bags. I have them at the salon because you can spray the hell out of your hair and it's gonna stay, but I can brush it out and start over if I need it.
Yes.
With no residue
So
and no
rare.
flakes.
So this is a rare
Elnett
formula.
and this is the Unscented. If you get the orange bottle, it's gonna smell like your grandma's cupboard.
It really does. I'm
can't
happy
do
they
it.
have an unscented,
Unscented.
because that scent lingers. too.
They call it unscented, but there is a slight scent, which is a nice scent.
Yeah,
It's a nice
I agree.
unscented.
I agree. But this one, okay, it is a little up there in price for drugstore, but what I am going to recommend, go and grab it when they have a buy one, get one half off at CVS. Use your extra care bucks, go get it on sale. You can't really do that with Kérastase or Oribe, but at the drugstore, we have a different advantage, you know? Any tips to make your blowout last longer?
Don't use too much product. I like to always blow out, like if I'm just gonna blow your hair out and I'm not curling, I'm just gonna do a really nice blowout, I'll use a root volumizer and maybe some kind of a light serum oil through your ends. And then once I blow it out, a light hairspray and then just let it be. You know, one of the key things, I know a lot of people like to run their hands through their hair. You're coating your hair probably every single time you touch your hair.
Making a mental note right now.
Keep your hands out of your hair if you can. Starting off your blow dry with a clean hair. Get all that extra whatever from the day before out and start with a clean, fresh slate. And you should get 2 or 3 days out of it for sure.
Gosh, everyone just wants healthy hair. How do we keep the hair healthy and long without split ends?
One thing I always tell all of my salon clients, come in for a trim more often. Some people think, I want to let my hair grow long. I'm not going to see you for 6 months. Well, when you come back in 6 months, you've got this much split ends. So if you come in every 8 to 12 weeks, 12 weeks is a very good marker. That's 3 months. You can have a dust. Your hair is going to grow so much. Haircuts more often, you'll end up with longer hair, longer, healthy hair.
What do you think about have you seen the split, I'm embarrassed to ask you.
The split end remover thing that's like, burp,
Yep.
Scared of it. What if something goes wrong and it's gonna be like, yeah.
Right, and you
And there's a hunk of your hair gone.
I know, because I see like all the little bits of my hair and I'm like, is this a good idea, bad idea? I'm gonna kind of let you cut my hair and we're just gonna stay there. But there is one TikTok shop item that you actually turned me on to that I love, and that's the Wavy Talk.
Oh yeah, I do love Wavy Talk.
Wavy Talk,
great
for a little
price
volume.
For that brush and the what it will do. Like I was actually really surprised. I saw it, it caught my eye. I bought it, I tried it on Tati. She was like, "What is this?" It's great. I love it.
It's great. That's a budget find for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, last question, because this is something that enters my DMs all of the time. Everyone wants to know, if I go to the salon and I ask for a cut similar to Tati's, color similar to Tati's, what are we asking for? What is the menu?
The crazy thing is I get asked so many times when clients come in the salon, new clients come in the salon, I want that Tati haircut.
No way.
So many people.
That is crazy to me.
I have gotten so many new clients because of that. But Tati has amazing hair. So everybody wants the Tati cut. The Tati cut is really, it's just lots of layers. You can almost just see them, see how all those layers just come about? It gives volume, it gives texture. Whether you wear it straight, when she wears it straight, it can be this very nice vibe. You flip it over, it gives crazy volume. You know, it's just a nice layered haircut. And then also, you know, most of these longer ends are probably gonna be extensions. Don't ever cut extensions. See how it has texture? That's why we don't know they're extensions. We like to keep your roots like some depth. And the natural progression of hair is having a darker root. And then it lightly likes to fade. As you guys know, earlier in the year, we were a little blonder. So right now, this would be just like a nice, like a rich brown. Like if you knew levels, this would be a level 6 in the hairstyling world.
Level 6 there. This was amazing. I loved this so much.
So fun.
Thank you so much for being here. This was
Of
just like
course.
catching up and
I love
chit-chatting
it. I hope we can
about
do
hair.
more.
Yes, I would love that. And you guys be sure to go follow Rick Henry LA. I will have his info in the description box below. Go give him some love. And thank
DM me
you.
if you have any questions as well.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's really generous.
Yes,
We'll
you know,
have a lot
I
of people
love
DMing
hair.
you.
I love hair.
Okay.
You know, and Tati, thank you for having me in your chair. Because I have never got to do this before with you. We've talked about it for years.
And it just never happens, and it finally made sense. So I'm so happy we did this.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you again.
You guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.